Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and delicious and beautiful little subscribers. How I love you all so, my delicious babies, and I hope that you're enjoying your super duper sunny weather if you've got it, wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls, and that you're simply enjoying yourself, okay? Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any of my passers-by who happen to stumble across me. I hope that you're having a wonderful time wherever you are and that the sun is shining, okay? And if anybody does happen to enjoy my video, and, you haven't yet subscribed, if you could please subscribe, and thank you. I do apologise, I've just forgotten my all lip gloss. I do apologise, everybody. Right, now then, can I just please send you all so much love and thank you so very much for, those of you who even, take the time to even listen to me, okay? Now then, in my neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's super duper sunny, okay? So for that reason, well, I'm dressed nice and summery, okay? Now then, 3, 2, 1, there we go. So before I start my quick reads, there's, just a few things I'd like to say, okay? Now, the first thing is, if we look at in the past, shall we say, is it 2.5 years, is it? So in the past 2.5 years, okay, there's very few who could get an appointment, for anything really. Do you see what I mean? Mind you, we're still hearing a lot now, aren't we? Do you see how dark it goes? Okay. But yesterday morning, and this is for our wonderful and beautiful and delicious little ladies out there, okay? So I received this letter. Now, I have taken off my address and, everything else, okay? So I received this letter this morning, okay? So, see, it's very dark, isn't it, everybody? Oh, there we go. So it's going to go brighter for me now. So it was, dear who I am, Mia, okay? So, and I'm just going to read it out to you all, okay, my delicious babies? We are writing to invite you for NHS cervical screening. Right. Now, in brackets, okay, it says previously called the smear test, okay? Mind you, when we actually look at our putrid governments, mind you, they seem to smear over everything, don't they? Bits like cleaning a window, really. Like you can buy different things to clean windows, and sometimes it just looks a flipping mess, doesn't it? Anyway, let's proceed, shall we? Please and thank you. We offer screening to help prevent cervical cancer and to save lives. Right. Please contact your GP. Oh, your friendly quack practice to make an appointment in some areas, local, and I'm just going to take this part out. Health clinics may also offer screening. Okay, so, right. The test only takes a few minutes, and you can ask for a female nurse or doctor. Okay? So, well, I'm going to say something at this point, everybody. I could be wrong here because I got 4, could be 4. I've only ever had 4 smear tests in the whole of my life, everybody, right? I'm just talking about my own experience here now, everybody. I'm not talking about anybody else. And if you know, those of you delicious and wonderful little ladies out there still wish to go and proceed, you know, with a practice such as this, then that is not for me to say, okay? I am neither a doctor or a nurse, and neither would I want to be with most of the teachings, shall we say, okay? Now, each time I've gone there, number one, where it says the test only takes a few minutes. Well, no, it does not. So straight away, that's a flipping lie, right? And secondly, it is one of the most horrid and awful experiences that a woman should ever have to endure, okay? Because they went from I haven't got one in front of me, like a little swab thing, okay? But then they took it to the next level. I do believe that's the last one I ever had, and that was many, many, many years ago, where I'll tell you what it's like. It feels like a flipping metal brush. Now, I do not wish to be personal, everybody, right? It is my personal experience, okay? To me, it's like one of those little metal brushes, and they scrape the inside of you. So it is not a very nice experience at all. Not for myself anyway. And I'm pretty sure that if there was other delicious little ladies out there, right, who are honest with themselves, they would agree with moi, okay? So let's just continue, okay? So I just wanted to point that out, everybody. We invite women aged 25 to 64 and registered with a GP. You should consider having cervical screening regardless of your, and I missed that part out, orientation, okay? Or your history, which means what boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives that you have had, okay? So I'm not talking to anybody out there like, you know, anybody's sick and brain dead. I'm just, you know, pointing, you know, things out. Right, okay? Or whether you have had the human, what is that? What's that? Sorry, do excuse me, everybody. Right, papillomatosis virus, in brackets, HPV. Sorry, I do apologise for that. Vaccination. Well, I've got to be honest with you. Never in a letter, and by the way, I'll tear this up in front of everybody when I've finished, okay? Never before have I ever seen that on a letter. Do you see? I've got nothing across my shoulders. No ding ding telling me that. Okay? So, cervical screening now tests for HPV. Then it's a comma. HPV can cause changes in the cells of the cervix. Oh! Are you following me, everybody? What I'm saying to you? Please and thank you. If we find HPV in your screening sample, we then check for abnormal cells, okay? By finding and treating these early, we can prevent most cases of cervical cancer. Well, I did a video months ago, right? So some videos I kept up and other videos I took down. And I did that for a reason, okay? Yes, I did. And I mentioned about when my beautiful eldest daughter, who's 21 next February, she was only a toddler at the time, you see. And when I went for that smear, I think I don't know, unless I go back on my video, I'm pretty sure she must have only been about 2, okay? So yes, she's going to be about 2, okay? It's just around 2, okay? And I had one of these putrid tests, right? And then they decided to send me a letter. Oh yes, they did. To say that I had abnormal cells, right? So when I contacted the doctors, you know, because at that time, I must be honest, we are going back a lot of years, you know, I was rather upset about it. So I wanted to know why they'd sent me that letter and for them to look into it. Anyway, it then turned out that I did not have abnormal, there we go. I did not have abnormal cells at all. Can you see how the light's changing, everybody? Yes? But yet they still put me through that. So therefore, everybody, how many other poor dear ladies out there over the years have they done it too? And if, say, a dear lady never questioned it, well, you know what I'm saying, everybody, do you not? Yes, you do. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not shouting at any of you, my delicious little babies. It's just that always sticks in my mind, that does it. I'll never forget it. Till the day I pass, I'll never forget that. So anyway, let's just proceed, right? Please read the enclosed leaflet about cervical screening, even if you have had a screening before. The leaflet is to help you decide whether to have the test. More information is available at www.nhs.uk/cervical. Okay? We will send your screening result to you by post. The nurse or doctor who does your screening will tell you when you can expect to get your letter, and they will also get a copy. Please make sure you tell your GP practice about any changes to your address. Screening cannot prevent every cervical cancer. Cancer can start to develop in between screening tests. If you have any symptoms such as bleeding between, I really cannot stand this word, periods, okay, after, I call it a physical closeness, or after the menopause, or changes to your, you know, which some dear ladies, God bless them, you know, they get a sort of a, you know, a liquid that comes out of, you know, in their private area, okay? Please tell your GP as soon as possible. If you have any concerns or questions about cervical screening, please speak with your GP or practice nurse. And then it is sent by the cervical screening programme on behalf of your GP. Oh yes, friendly quack quack. So it just seems to me, and I just wanted to, you know, to read that out to you all, everybody. So there we go. Now, some of you out there, please feel free to comment, because I always forget to say this, okay? Please feel free with what I've just done. Okay, because at the end of the day, it would be very interesting, you know, to hear what you have to say about what I've just done. Okay, everybody. Now, what this comes down to, I'll shove it out of the way, it's so putrid. Right? Now, what it comes down to, everybody, now I just want to say something, just please let me have a sip of coffee, please, and thank you. So what this really comes down to, everybody, okay, now I know that I'm going to get a mixture, okay, of whoever stumbles across my channel. I am not here to hurt, to offend, or to upset anybody. No, I am not. I just want to point some things out. Now, you know, obviously, dear ladies out there and dear gentlemen, you know, they're going to experience some things in their lives. Do you see what I mean? So it's very rare that somebody does not. Okay, but what I'm saying is I have not, and touch wood, and please God, touch wood, okay, that nothing like that ever happens to me, right? But what I am saying, and for yourselves, my delicious little babies, whoever watches my video, okay, or even decides to listen to me, okay, I just wish you beautiful health, okay, for everybody, because what everybody must remember, and something's just making me say, your health is your wealth. There we go, ding ding. Do you see what I mean? Something's just making me say that, right? So at the end of the day, I have not been for one of those smear tests for many, many, many years. Now, I have, there we go, see the lights, you see? Now, I have things like grapefruit, sorry. I have apples, I have lemons, I have honey. Honey is really good for you if you get a really good quality one, okay? So that's really good for you as well, okay? Limes are excellent as well. See, all of these things, yes. You know, I mean, I tell you what, pineapple's excellent. It's an excellent, antioxidant as well. Okay, but what is really important here, and my dear Nana, God rest your beautiful dear soul, dear Nana. I love you, dear Nana and Grandad. I've already spoke to them this morning anyway, my delicious babies. And she used to always swear by, you know, good quality tomatoes and things like that. Also, another thing to be eating, everybody, is a lot of green vegetables. Now, something else which is really, really good for you, okay? Now, this is what I have to say. If anybody wishes to disagree with me, well, that's up to you. You know, I'm entitled to my opinions, and you are all entitled to yours. But sweet corn, see, that's very good for you, okay? So this is what it is all about, okay? Now, you can also have things like, you know, I mean, I don't know, I mean, it's for some of you, you know, because, I mean, I enjoy my garlic. Do you understand what I mean? Mind you, I do enjoy my other spices as well. I mean, I've got a flipping cupboard full of them, right? So, you know, and it's all about having different, there we go, different things. Lemongrass is very good. That's really good for you. Seaweed is really good for you, everybody, okay? So what I'm saying is, and like I said, I'm not preaching here in case anybody seems to think that of me. No, I am not. I am pointing out, everybody, so please do not take me the wrong way here. Common sense, it is all about eating the correct foods. Now, we are aware, well, you know, I am, and for some of my other delicious babies out there, you are aware, okay? I am talking to our delicious babies who are not aware, okay? Eating junk food, okay, is not the way to go, everybody. And all I keep seeing is these blooming, they're flipping orange. They drive me flipping doolally. They really, really do. You know, they're on them silent little, what do they call them? Them silent little bikes. You've got them silent little scooters, or you've got them on a push bike. And what are they doing? Wearing a muzzle. It drives me absolutely flipping bonkers. See? Absolutely flipping crackers. You can have it roasting outside and they've got a thick jacket on and a flipping muzzle. Do you see what I mean? And all they're doing is deliver. And I keep saying this, okay? And another thing you can also have as well, I mean, I know that not everybody likes fish, but fish oil, or I mean, I try not to promote these really, but anyway, but you know, anything with fish oil, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And for those of you, please, you know, if it's a sunny day and you're all right with the heat, you know, you rock and roll with the heat, please go outside and get some delicious sunshine. It's all of these things. It's also about drinking lots of water. And like you see, I squeeze 2 fresh oranges and I squeeze a fresh lemon. Do you see what I mean? I've said this months ago on my videos. This is what it is all about. I cannot say this enough, but this junk food and everything what I'm seeing a lot more eating, and that is not being disrespectful, I'm just saying, is not helping anybody. No, it is not. I mean, okay, nobody minds, like, say, I don't know, once, twice a year or, you know, something like that. I mean, I've done it myself once, twice a year, but I do not buy, you see what I do, you know, because I like Chinese, you know, well, my favourites is me British, you know, that's no disrespect, you know what I mean? Secondly, because I love my spuds and my veg and everything, right? But secondly would be Chinese, and third would be Jamaican food. You know, that's just my choice at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? It's what I enjoy eating. Everybody is different, right? But what I'm saying is, you would only see me about twice a year, okay, where I'd actually get something from a Chinese shop because I can do my own egg. There we go, ding ding. I can do my own egg fried rice and I can do my own. Do you see what I mean? You know, and you need like oyster sauce, you need things like that, soy sauce, you know what I mean? It amazes me, and I'm not being nasty when I say this to anybody, but it does happen where not everybody has all of these things in their cupboards. You know, and your simple things like salt, pepper and things like that, you know, your spices and everything else. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not being disrespectful to anybody when I'm saying that. This video, all I'm trying to do is help. See, ding ding is to help. So what it's about, everybody, it's about just, you know, moving your diet. There we go. See, before I even said it, ding ding, I'm all cold here. It's all about moving your diet around. That is what it's about. And I have things like, getting back to what I was just going to say now, so I do apologise. You know, you have spring onion, you can get red spring onion, you can get red onion, you can get Spanish onion, you can get, you know, brown onion, you can get, do you see what I mean? Bean sprouts, see? Yeah, do you see what I mean? It's all about that sort of thing. Because what we've got to understand is that for years we've been blooming poisoned. Yes, ding ding. Okay? But we're still finding that way to survive, you know what I mean? But what they did with the old flipping pandemic and the old flipping lockdowns, what did they do? So they were destroying businesses, destroying everything, you know, sending families into total despair. But what did I see driving around and everything? These flipping putrid little flipping Just Eats. So who was making a pound, shilling and pence, dollars and change? Ka-ching then. So this video was just about that, everybody. Now, some of you may not want to listen to me. I mean, the amount of man and woman who I've met over the years, and broccoli. Now, I mean, some may disagree. I love broccoli. I love cabbage. I mean, this is the second time for me being a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian now for, I'd say a few years now. But what I'm saying is that when I was younger, I was a vegetarian, you know, from the age of, 17 to 20, I was a vegetarian. So, you know, when I did my cabbage and everything, you know, and you can just put salt and pepper in that. I mean, if you want to, put a bit of butter in it. Do you see what I mean? And just cook it that way. You know, or you can, there's lots of things you can do with cabbages anyway. I might do a video actually on good nutrition and eating well. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to sit right with everybody. But anyway, I'll still do my video anyway. But what I'm saying is, once the water cooled down, I would drink the cabbage water. Do you see what I'm saying, everybody? You know, but it's surprised. Well, I suppose I'm not surprised actually, but over the years, you'd be so surprised, and even like little young bairns, and that's not been disrespectful to any parents who I've met over the years, but you know, you ask these young bairns, well, do you know what I mean? Or you give them a plate of vegetables, you know, and whatever else is on the plate. As I don't want to eat them. Do you see? When I was young, right, and I'm telling you, when I was young, there was no such thing as, I'm telling you, my dad was an ex-army man, yes, ding ding, there was no such thing as me saying, oh, I could not eat that. Oh no. Let me tell you. And if need be, it would have been there the next flipping day until I ate it. Yes, ding ding. Do you know what I mean? So from a young age, I was brought up with a lot of salad, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, and that was from a young age. And with my beautiful and, you know, delicious, beautiful dear Nana and Grandad, do you see what I mean? So there we go, ding ding, I was brought up like that. And I do understand that, you know, there are families out there. I do understand, but the part that I do not understand, everybody, so if everybody just feels that I'm just flipping moaning and going on here, which I do enjoy a moan, as everybody knows, I do not moan on every single video. No, I do not. But what I fail to understand is that, say, for example, if somebody, there we go, it's gone lighter, if somebody... say, for example, could go out and get a burger and chips, but yet, you know, not go to a shop and go and buy some vegetables, and frozen are just as good as, say, ding ding, they're just as good as fresh. Do you see what I mean? So what I'm saying is, that's the part I do not get. Do you see what I mean? Because there should be no, that is just my... Do you know what I mean? You know, like the beautiful family up the road, you know, and they're having an allotment, and I had a free bag, as I said to you the other day, you know, I had callaloo in it, and I had different vegetables, green vegetables. Do you see? And what I'm saying to you is, but normally, you know, I get a bag like that, you know, and everything. And then as the autumn's coming anyway, what time of year it is anyway. But then, you know, get rhubarb and things like that. You know, well, I was brought up all like that. You know, then you just pay so much for a little, you know, for a bag. Do you see what I mean? But I know it's come from the allotments and spuds and everything, potatoes. That's all that I'm saying, everybody. I just feel that this world and what's happened over the years. Do you understand what I mean? It's like they want to encourage everybody just to eat junk food and crap, because that's what it is. I mean, there's no harm every now and again. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that nobody in the world should enjoy themselves. No, I am not. You know, I mean, over the years, I've been to fabulous blooming restaurants. Yes, I have, ding ding. But but the idea is that you order something that is going to be healthy and nutritious for your body. Do you see what I mean? It's like I do not really have so much as a sweet tooth. My beautiful and delicious little daughters, my beautiful and delicious little friends, they all know that with me. So if anybody sees me eating ice cream, for example, or, I don't know, a bar of chocolate or whatever it is, well, there must be something for me to have that. And that usually occurs, by the way, for a dear lady, is due on her... so I'm not wishing to be too personal, you know, on her menstrual cycle, you know, I hate that word, period, right? But, you know, usually the days leading up, you know what I mean? Your weight can go up, can go down, you know, and then you might just fancy something a little bit sweet. Not saying every single month, but it's like your taste buds sort of changed, you know what I mean? So anyway, some of you may just find the video boring. Well, I'm sorry for those of you, if you do find it boring, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. But and obviously, as everyone knows, if anybody's been listening to my recent videos, that well, if I put a video up now, well, it's not going to be taken down, is it? So anyway, I feel like that's all, you know, because I've got to do my quick reads. But, you know, so I'm only trying to help those, there we go, ding, ding. I'm just trying to help those of you out there. Nobody's saying that you cannot enjoy yourself. It's even like, even if you do not do running or, I used to do a lot of it when I was younger, but, you know, not now. But swimming and things like that, do you know what I mean? Or even just going for a walk, you know, around the park, or say if you're not very well, God bless you, okay? If you've got stairs anywhere in your home, this is brilliant, stairs are, you know. If you just walk up the stairs and down again, and then up again and down again, and, you know, if you're having a trouble with fitness, just do it bit by bit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and for those of you, I mean, some of you enjoy going to the gym. Some of you do not enjoy going to the gym. Well, I do not enjoy, I've never enjoyed the gym, but that's just me personally. But I could be at home doing my squats. Do you understand what I mean? You know, to keep your legs strong. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? So there are lots of things you can do. Do you know what I mean? But for most, you know, you may have to do it bit by bit. Do you see what I'm saying? But, you know, that's what it's all about. So anyway, I'm not going to go on no more about this. And another thing is as well, because I do not see, that's it. I've got to say it while it's all in my mind, okay? Because I'm not going to do a part 2, okay, everybody? I feel that I've just said enough, really. But, you know, sorry, do excuse me. It's just like when you, I forgot what I was going to blooming say now. See, that's just gone flipping straight out my mind, what I was just about to say. Oh, just let me have a sip of coffee, please, and thank you. It'll come back to me. Forgotten now. It's gone out my flipping mind, hasn't it? I cannot think of it, what it was. Anyway, all I'm saying is, oh, that's it. Sorry, that's it. Thank you. My dear spirit, right now, because I just had spirit in my mind. It's like tablets. Do you know what I mean? Now, please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, touch wood, okay? I do not take any tablet at all. No injections, no tablets. Do you see what I mean? So what I do, I rely on myself with my intuition and my dear spirit guides, because they've done it to me many times over the years, my beautiful and delicious dear spirit guides. I love you. Anyway, I've already spoke to them today. And sometimes I could walk into a shop and it's like my eyes are just drawn to go somewhere, to a particular vegetable or something particular. It's like, please do excuse me, everybody. Sometimes I do not come up for air, but sometimes it's like I'm automatically where they're wanting me to get a particular vegetable or something like that. Do you see, ding, ding, do you see what I mean? So all I'm saying to you is, my little beautifuls, okay? And for those of you, if you've got young, beautiful little bairns, you know, just try and just give vegetables as often as possible. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I mean, even if you fry chips or you do whatever you do you know what I mean? You can always do them in different oils. It doesn't necessarily have to be one oil. You know, it just means that you just got to dab them a lot with kitchen roll and everything. Do you understand what I mean? And salt and pepper them up, or, you know, maybe do a bit of turmeric in a, you know, when you fry them, do with turmeric, you see, ding, ding, so, you know, good quality turmeric, you know, and do things like that. So I'm not here to lecture, and I'm not here to me, but that's just me. I see it as basic, it's just common sense. So, ding, ding. See how they light. See what I mean? It's just common sense, and just give the bairns plenty of fruit. And one more thing, when you see something that says low fat, well, ignore it. Because that's got more sugars and more everything. Yogurts and things like that. See how bright it's gone. See, I like the natural, the natural yogurt, like Greek yogurt. you know, where it doesn't particularly have a taste, but I use that to do my sauces with, do you see what I mean? Like my dips, my salsas and things, do you see what I mean? Because I use sweet paprika or hot paprika, well, there's a number of things that go into it, right? But what I'm saying to you is, and I do that from, you know, from scratch at home, and with garlic and you know, and everything in it. It's like I remember years ago, there was something going round. I said, oh, the Queen does not have garlic. The putrid flipping royal family, right, in the UK, right? Well, anywhere else actually in the world. And I don't care what anyone says to me. That's just my opinion, right? They haven't done anything for any of us, okay? Because everything is a circle, circle, circle. They look after their own. You know what I mean? So therefore, we must look after ourselves and look after each other. Do you know what I mean? Because with the putrid who are running the world and the putrid royal family, all of them, well, of course, it's us against them, isn't it? But like I said, we've already won. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, we have. Right? And I still say that. And I remain that way with my positive mental attitude. It doesn't seem to be going too well at all. No, it does not for them, right? Anyway, so that's all I'm saying to you all, okay, my delicious babies. So I'm not going to go on anymore, but yes, and I was saying that, when in fact, garlic is exceptionally good for you. So, ding, ding. So you see what I mean? It's like they put it out there, they do. Oh, do not have this, do not have that. And then of course, you know, and especially on the putrid box in the corner of the room, you know, which by the way, everybody, before I finish here, one last thing, right, as I would normally say, so occasionally I forget. But the fact of the matter is, it's like now, it's like the, you know, lots of the mainstream, you know, and things like that. It's like everybody seems to have forgotten that they put it out for everyone to have the jab, 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 didn't they? Do you see what I mean? And then, of course, when you see these, which I do not watch television, I've said that before and I'll tell it you again. But, you know, for anybody out there who is still following them, see, ding, ding, and they still are, it seems to have slipped their mind, doesn't it? What has taken place here in the past 2.5 years? Yes, see, ding, ding. You see what I mean? And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, the question, do you see what I mean? When they have been complicit in helping to poison, and it doesn't matter what country it is, that is what they've done. Well, I tell you what, and I do not care what anybody says, and I'm a qualified angelic healer, or I've been a healer flipping all my life, but what I'm saying is, I'm not so forgiving. No, I am not. Because I know some beautiful dear, which I'm not going to go. My point is what they've done to who I know. So no, I'm not forgiving. No, I am not. I'm really not, you know. But anyway, I'm not going to get myself worked up. So I'm just letting you know, everybody, sometimes I do get a little bit passionate on my videos. Do you understand what I mean? But I do it with good reason. And all I'm trying to do is help out there, okay? So now I'm just going to go straight back to being myself, okay? I just feel sometimes, maybe for me, I must not get so frustrated, okay? But sometimes I do get frustrated because all I want to do is help. So, ding, ding, I'm all cold here. That's all I want to do. Do you see what I mean? But I can see what's being done and how, you know, a changing. I can see it. It's taking some months from start to, and it's still going to continue, but you're seeing the change. Yes, ding, ding. You know, but what can we do? Do you know what I mean? And of course, they've got the other booster out, haven't they? It's another booster, isn't it? Yeah, in the UK. Just do not know when to stop, do they? A bit like Duracell, really, you know, just keep going. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But anyway, there's a lot more who are woken up anyway now. God bless them, please. God, there's something can be done. There we go, ding, ding. Do you understand what I mean? And I do believe that there is. It's just, you know, for whatever the putrid have put out, okay, there's always, well, it should be, okay, something to cure it. Okay, so that's all I've got to say, my delicious baby. So, you know, if you think I've rambled on, well, I'm sorry if you feel that way, okay, but I've got my video out now. And even if I wanted to delete it, which I do not, because I do not feel like I've said anything wrong at all, because I have not. Okay, so, well, I wouldn't be able to take it down anyway. So I'm not worrying about it. Do you know what I mean? What's happening here is they're probably saying to themselves, whoever they are, well, I know where they're based, right? And they're probably saying to themselves, oh, how far will she go? Do you see what I mean? Well, I'm just going to carry on. There we go, ding, ding. So I'm just going to carry on. And I'm going to continue to speak my mind. And I'm not going to shut my mouth, because I was born with my mouth. So no, I will not shut up. Do you know what I mean? Especially when I see the putrid what's taken place. And we need thousands more. But they are, we've got so many speaking out about this. Do you know what I mean? And we need to continue it. Do you see what I mean? So that's what we're just going to keep doing, everybody. And we just stick together. Because we are winning. We are. Yes, we are, ding, ding. Do you see what I mean? And they know it. Okay, so on that note, my delicious little babies, okay, I'm sorry if I had a moment there, but sometimes I do just get a little bit frustrated, like I said. So wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls, okay, I hope that you have a delicious morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. And I do hope for some of you, my delicious babies, please try and take some good advice, okay? So I'm not here to patronise. I'm not here to, be offensive to anybody, okay? I'm just asking you just to spare a thought, okay? So on that note, thank you for listening. Much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.